Guys, how are you? How's everybody? In the meantime, okay, my other ones finally turn up. Okay, guys, I'm gonna just let you see, okay, a one video related to idioms and phrases. Okay, be attentive. Today we are gonna have an audio activity based on a video, BBC British Council material, which is pretty good. And we are gonna learn our next phrasal verbs for very easy, nice one. And I've got a very good presentation that hopefully all of you guys are gonna enjoy it a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna just leave you with this video. Pay attention. Remember, teacher, as usual, is gonna ask you about how many ones actually can you get. I'm gonna be just very attentive, guys, and here you are.
Excuse me, ma'am, but I think you're in my seat.
Oh, sorry about that.
Hey, Janice! What a surprise! It's me, Matt. We were classmates in high school.
Matt, fancy meeting you here. Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been ages. I haven't seen you since graduation.
You look very different now. I almost didn't recognize you.
No wonder. For starters, I used to have braces in high school, so when I smiled, you would see metal over my teeth. I hated that. I had really bad acne. I had pimples all over my face.
It wasn't that bad. Don't be so hard on yourself.
And I was pretty plump. I've lost a lot of weight since then. I'm into sports now. I wish I had been more involved in the sports clubs in high school. I didn't have the motivation to put my heart into any sport. But you haven't changed a bit since high school. You look the same, but better.
That's nice of you to say. We had some fun times in high school. We did many foolish things.
That's true. I'm with you on that. Remember Mrs. Nesbitt's chemistry class when I had that funny accident?
You mean that explosion when you blew up your project?
Exactly. I really screwed up.
Well, these things happen. Luckily, no one got hurt. You didn't show up at our 10-year high school reunion, so I haven't heard from you since graduation.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it to the reunion. It's so nice that you could catch up with all our classmates.
Yeah, actually, I have kept in touch with some of them over the years. Did you hear that Tom won $1 million at the lottery and lost all the money in 2 years?
No way! You've got to be kidding me! How could that happen?
I don't know. Beats me. And did you know that Rob got married with Lindsay?
That figures. They've been in love with each other since 10th grade. Do they have any children?
Not that I know of. Do you still live in San Antonio?
No, I moved to Houston 8 years ago. What about you?
Yes, I still live there.
So what have you been up to these past 12 years?
Well, I got a degree in finance. While in college, I met my husband, Nick. After we met, it was a whirlwind romance. We got married about a year after I graduated. We have 2 children now, Elizabeth and Danny.
Really? That's great to hear. How old are they?
Elizabeth is 3 and Danny is 5.
And where do you work?
After I graduated, I started working at a local bank. But all along, I knew finance was not my thing. I had always been into fashion and clothing, but my parents discouraged me to pursue this career. So I finally made up my mind to go for it. I quit my job and started doing tailoring from home. Then I rented a place and opened a tailor shop. I started from scratch and built it beautifully, nicely. Now I am about to open a boutique with my own creations.
You rock! I'm really happy for you. I think it takes a lot of guts to start such a business.
It has been a lot of work, but it's been worth it. I couldn't ask for more. It goes to show that it's never too late to change careers and pursue your passion.
I couldn't agree more.
How about you? What have you been up to all these years?
Well, I studied film and got my degree in cinematography. But filmmaking isn't all it's cracked up to be. I couldn't earn a living from the films I was making.
That sounds tough.
Tell me about it. I had to work all kinds of jobs for a while just to make ends meet. I painted people's houses, and I did some lawn maintenance. Then I worked as a photographer for a few years. I have been working on a film lately, but I don't know if it's going to be successful.
Just hang in there. The road to success is not easy. Hard work and patience always pay off big time. I hope you get the big break you need. Just keep going and hopefully you'll make it in the film industry.
Even if that doesn't happen, I can live with that. It won't be the end of the world if I don't make it. I'll do photography again. That's life. You win some, you lose some.
I can't argue with that.
I may not have the perfect career, but I have a wonderful family. I am a happy married man with 3 kids.
Lucky you. I couldn't be happier for you. Sounds like we've both been busy.
Yeah, time has flown by.
Guys, welcome to our class once again. I love, these videos because actually, guys, something that is powerful about them is how many expression, you can listen and they are totally sometimes for us. Okay, so if you pay attention, guys, just from the beginning, you're gonna find as many as maybe you're gonna find that even when you already know lots of them, maybe you all know many ones as well. All right, guys. So please, I in the meantime, you were watching the video. All right, I was copying, some of these expression, because it's just to have like a tracking of them. All right, so I'm gonna start explaining. Okay, I'm gonna show you some of them. Okay, fancy meeting you here. Okay, is a very common, very informal expression. Okay, when you show actually something that really surprised you. All right, what you hear? Wow, fancy meeting you here. Okay, that is a very good one, and you start looking at that one. Okay, so every time that you want to look at this one, long time no see. Okay, but that's very common one. Okay, long time no see you, long time no see. Okay, it's actually the same thing, and you already, this is a one that you already knew long time ago. Is it's been ages. Okay, when you say it's been ages, you already what that means. Okay, my gosh, it's a lot of time. It's been ages. Okay, that is a very good also expression that we can use, especially when after long time, okay, we see somebody just again, which is just very good, especially if something. Look at this one. No wonder, and I love it. No wonder is something that for you is very common. Okay, no wonder is yes, I know that. Hey, did you know that Richard, okay, is married? No wonder. Okay, no wonder is please tell me something new. That is old news. I already knew that. Okay, so look, okay, look at this. For starters, okay, for starters is like an introduction expression that you say, okay, I'm sit down that I'm gonna start. Okay, yes, okay. For starters, I used to have braces inside school, so when I smile you, I would just mirror over my teeth. Okay, so for starters, okay, that is to begin with. Can you imagine? Okay, it was difficult for me just for this, and this was just the beginning. Okay, so guys, please bear that in mind. For starters, I was copying, okay, some of them because guys, believe me, I was very impressed how many ones, okay, I could just catch, and I was just writing down. Okay, I'm gonna just I show you some of them again. All right. So, for example, no wonder to be into. I love this one. Especially because when you talk to people, okay, so many times you give information about what you're doing. So what you're doing now, hey, you know what? I'm into karate. Okay, lessons. Really? Yes, it's something new. Or I am into sports now, really? But you used to hate the sport when we were at the high school, really, but I just changed my mind right now. I try to be, fit as much as I can, and hey, I'm into that now. I'm into. I mean, this is what I'm doing these days, very good. Sometimes when you are into something, sometimes at the beginning, that is the problem with people, okay, is constancy, because they start very willing, to do something, but after some time, okay, they just stop pursuing, and yeah, they just decide, oh my gosh, but sometimes, especially at the first stages, okay, you put your heart into all the things that you actually want. Okay, so hey, put your heart into, and that's all you gotta do just to reach succeed. Okay, and that maybe is true. Okay, if you put actually your heart, okay, you're not gonna experience issues when you have, for example, problems or a thing that maybe come out, okay, at the last moment. Okay, so you're gonna be very strong, okay, because you're convinced and totally committed. Okay, good. That's nice of you to say, especially when you listen something. Or for example, when somebody is flirting, or somebody is what how to say in English, is like sucking up, okay? Suck up, suck up. Sometimes it's hard, but people say, but so many times when somebody batter you up, I mean, the person is talking beautiful things about you. Okay, so maybe you feel happy, and this is a very good expression to say, hey, that's nice of you to say, about me. Thank you. All right, good. In English, I'm with you on that. Is especially when you agree. For example, somebody say, you know what, for me, Albert Einstein, okay, was one of the most incredible scientists of the 20th century. And maybe you're going to say, you know what, man, I'm with you on that. And I'm with you on that is like to say in English, I couldn't agree more with you. What? I couldn't agree more with you. Okay, what you're telling right now is totally right. You've got a point there. So I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Okay, screw up. Interesting. Especially when you commit a terrible mistake, and you change, okay, the idea for completely. You say, my gosh, man, I knew that was a surprise, but I forgot it, and I forgot that, okay, your sister is my brother's, best friend, and I was talking and I forgot, yes, and now, yes, my brother know about the surprise that you were preparing, so I screwed it up. I screw it up. That's very common. Sometimes you need to be careful. Sometimes people don't pay attention, okay, because screw up, even when it's very informal and sometimes considered a little bit rude, especially to be used in front of people that maybe you are not so familiar with, okay. But anyhow, nowadays, okay, people are more, how to say, open, okay, to express ideas, and that includes sometimes jargon or very informal ways to talk. Okay, very good. Keep in touch with, okay, is when we don't break up the connection with something. For example, if you ask me, teacher, do you have any contact with some of the students or some of your classmates? Okay, I'm not gonna say that I keep in touch with every one of them, but okay, I've got like three or four or five that sometimes I just exchange pictures and messages, okay, on face, and it's because of social media, okay, that helps me a lot, okay. But yeah, I keep in touch with many of them, okay, which is good, okay. Sometimes we just remember, okay, or recall, okay, all the things that we used to do back in time, okay. With It's sometimes just funny. All right, good. No way. What? No way, obviously you already know, is a very emphatic expression, and the meaning is, what the hell, I don't want that, I'm not interested in that, I'm not in agreement with that, okay. It's totally opposite, it's not so good. When you say no way, it's 100% negative, okay. Hey, Margarita, can you give me a kiss? What? No way, you're crazy. You're my boyfriend, best friend. Respect him. Okay, so you say no way. What? You're crazy. Okay, beats me. Okay, beats me is don't tell me. Beats me. Okay, yeah, beats me is please tell me something new. That's all information. Beats me, man. Okay, everybody knows that's cool now. Okay, very good. That figures. That figures is obvious. Okay, it's evident that Francisco and Margarita finally got married. Okay, please, they were girlfriend and boyfriend all high school. Everybody at school knew they were, okay, in love. Okay, so that figures. Okay, that figures. Good expression, no? That figures. Okay, good. No, that I not of. Okay, for example, especially when something happened to you, maybe somebody calls you, threaten at home, okay, maybe a strange calling that I'm gonna call you. If you don't send me some money, I'm gonna kill you. Things like that in Colombia are not so weird because these happen every day to many entrepreneurs, many businessmen, many merchants, many and a lot of people that every day are making an incredible effort, okay, to do things and making society. Yes, but there's a group of people that all the time they are figuring out, okay, how they can steal or take that money, okay, just maybe blackmailing them, and doing that kind of things. And maybe phone calls are a very famous way, so maybe when you go to the police, okay, to report this fact, this thing, okay, maybe somebody there, maybe a policeman or a detective is gonna ask you, tell me something. Do you maybe have enemies that maybe you wanna talk about? And you say, not that I not of, not that I not of. Sometimes he said so fast, not that I not of. Yeah, hey, uh, have you failed an exam this year? I mean, mathematic exam? No, that I'm not off. Okay, I mean, impossible. I am very good at mathematics, and I don't think, okay, I failed one exam or one of those exams. No, not at all. Okay, I don't think so. Okay, that's not me. Okay, so that's good. What have you been up to? Very good and very easy common expression. I think you already know it. Okay, and it's a. What have you been doing all these years since I last saw you? Okay, maybe that sounds very long, but when you say in English, say what have you been up to? It's exactly the same, but it's just, very short. Okay, so what have you been? What have you been up to? Okay, so hey, what is your business? Okay, very good. Next one, guys. You who keeps maybe in love, which is good, very nice. Okay, this is a very good expression talking about love. Okay, and it's whirlwind romance. And this happens when you are in the first stages of a romantic relationship. At the beginning, everything is flowers and butterflies. Ah, yes, and a very nice, sunny, shiny day. Yes, that is at the beginning because you feel the butterflies, you're flying around your belly, tummy all the time. And obviously, at the beginning is very intense. I mean, the romance. And you can say, wow, man, I'm experiencing now a whirlwind romance, man. Okay, so right now I'm in the best or at the best part of my romantic story. Okay, so please don't forget it. Not my then is not my thing. Is that is not something that I really enjoy to do or doing. For example, if you're telling me play chess, yes, that maybe is for the intelligent people, but that's not my thing. Okay, that's not my thing. Is hey, if you think I'm gonna spend the rest of the day playing chess, man, I'm not gonna be that person. Sorry. Okay, so maybe not my thing. Okay, good. Made up mind for. In English, made up, actually, that is in past. Because if you're gonna say it in present, of course, you're gonna change, make up my mind for. Okay, make up my mind for is when finally, after making my mind, I'm gonna focus my attention on doing what I decide. For example, I decide to study medicine. Okay, so I went to university some days ago. I enrolled, and now I got an answer. I was accepted, and I'm gonna start studying medicine. So you know what? Next year, I'm gonna be very focused and attentive, and I'm gonna make up my mind for being the best medicine student in the whole faculty. Wow. I think that's good. Okay, so make up your mind for something. I mean, when you decide to do it and you know you're gonna do it, just prepare yourself mentally and do your best. Okay, good. Next one is start from scratch. And that is exactly what happened to many people who go to university. For example, to study electronic engineering or system engineering or engineering in general. And when they are there, they discover that maybe their mathematic level is very poor in comparison to some of your classmates at university. What you gotta do? Maybe you're gonna take a summer special course that they are very in fashion, but they cost a lot of money. Or you gotta start from scratch. Okay, I mean, when you say start from scratch, is start, okay, sorry guys, from the basis. When in English you say start from the scratch or start from the basis, you are telling that you are gonna go back, take the algebra books again, and start studying again to remember all those concepts that maybe you don't remember very well, and maybe those one are causing you a lot of issues in the mathematics class at university. So you're gonna say, man, I need to start from the basis. I need to take the books and start studying again, okay? Because I have forgotten everything about mathematics, So guys, that's another very important one, okay? You rock, okay? You rock is you're right. You did it. Wow, amazing. You rock. Okay, good expression. You rock. I love it. Okay, another is to take a lot of God. And to take a lot of God is, for example, when people recognize that, for example, if you study medicine, guys, it's not a mystery. Everybody knows that if you study medicine, you need to study so hard that many times you're not gonna have any time to have a personal life. Nobody's, maybe no boyfriend or no girlfriend. You gotta be so focused, so focused. You gotta be making up your mind for start doing that maybe you gotta make lots of sacrifices. Finally, people, when they see you are a doctor and you are very young, for example 23, 24, and you are already a doctor, people is gonna tell you, wow, my gosh, I admire you. You're so young and you're a doctor. Wow, that gotta take a lot of God. When you say that gotta take a lot of God, is wow. I imagine how many sacrifices you had to do. Okay, just to be a doctor so young. Okay, so people when they tell you this, okay, they say, wow, amazing. Okay, it takes a lot of God. Okay, I mean a lot of sacrifice. It's not easy to be a doctor. Okay, good. It goes to show. It goes to show. It's a very good expression, guys, that people eventually or sometimes use when they wanna make people recognize that what they said was totally right. Okay? For example, Richard. Richard stopped studying at university and went to the United States. After 1 year being there, okay, he enrolled in one of very good university in the United States, and right now he got a scholarship, and he is one of the best students in the faculty in that university in the United States, which goes to show that he made a very good decision. All right. So when you say it goes to show, is yeah, that proof that he was right when he decided to go, okay, to the States. Okay, so guys, it goes to show. Okay, very good. Earn a living. You know what is earn a living? Even when many students all around the world, they earn a scholarship to study completely for free. Okay, many times they need to earn a living. They can get a part-time job. Obviously, they are not gonna get a full-time job because a full-time job is to work all day. No, they decide to get a part-time job, and earn a living. I need to earn some money because, yeah, maybe you don't need to pay university, or maybe you don't need to pay for the rent. But so many times, what about the food, or what about your personal things, man? Okay, you're gonna need some money. Okay, make ends meet. I love this one. Make ends meet. Make ends meet is when you make a very big sacrifice to pay or to do many things at the same time. And it's a very nice expression. Man, I gotta make ends meet. Okay, so wow, I have to make sacrifices to pay my rent, for example. I gotta make ends meet. Good and very common expression. Hang in there. Hanging there is when somebody, don't worry. If you gotta make ends meet, okay, that is normal and very usual for everybody. I am one of those, but you know what? Hanging there. And when people tell you hanging there, that is a good friend. Because hanging there is a motivational. You say hanging there is don't stop your dreams. Hold off it hard. Just be there. Bite the bullet. Bite the bullet. Okay, so hang in there. Okay, very good expression. Pay off a big time or pay off big time. I love this expression. because people don't understand that many times actually what comes out when you make sacrifices is this, because many times those sacrifices, for example, being a doctor at the age of 24. Just think about it. 24 years old, speaking one or two languages and being a doctor. Just think about it. What do you think is gonna be life, you know, for a person like this? Okay, guys, when this person reach 30, this person is gonna have their own house, car, journeys, travels all around the world. That is gonna pay off big time. Pay off big time. I mean, that's gonna be worth it. Okay, yeah, because 30 years old and you're gonna have a lot of money, living in a nice house, traveling all around the world, and with a lot of money in the bank. I mean, man, that is gonna pay off big time. Okay, guys, don't forget the expressions. Okay, and please, you know what, try to study, write them down in piece of paper. Okay, paste them or put them on the walls, and start thinking, having those conversations in your mind using the words. Okay, that is gonna be very good. Okay, because you're gonna listen to them. Listen, this video proof, this video show, hey, it goes to show that teacher is right. It goes to show. It goes to show that teacher is right. Okay, very good. I'm gonna go on. Keep going. Keep going is a hang it there, man. Hang it there. Okay, I can live with that is when you finally accept something that is difficult for you, but hey, you understand that you gotta go on living. You're not gonna stop your life. Okay, for example, many times people who we love a lot die at the beginning. It's a hard process. For example, I remember when my father died, for me it was very sad, okay, and especially because we were spending a very nice time together, being friends, going out, having incredible conversation when he died. For me was extremely depressing at the beginning. I didn't want to go out to talk to anyone. I was not interested in doing anything. I was really down in the dumps. I was really okay, you know on the rock. I was down, man. But finally I accepted that I need to go on living. Okay, so I have to say I can live with that. I can live with that even when it's hard for me. I'm gonna just move forward. Okay, life, okay, just goes on, and very good. Lucky you, lucky you. Please, very common expression, especially when even when we feel envy. Okay, we don't say anything. I lucky you. Okay, lucky you is wow, so good thing that happened to you. Okay, my gosh. Okay, time has flown by, and I'm gonna just make it this very last expression because it's the last. Okay, and please don't forget it, because maybe when you say hello and you're gonna see no line and a long time no see you remember a long time no see you, so maybe you're gonna say, wow, fancy meeting you here, fancy meeting you here. And you can say the second expression, wow, time has flown by. All right, yeah, because it's like 10 years that we hadn't seen each other. Ooh, which is a lot of time. Okay, very, very good. I'm going to start saying hi, nice guys. Hello. Kevin Robbie, my friend. Good evening. Kevin, tell me something. Tell me and be honest. Talking about all these lists of expressions today based on the video, talking about from 1 to 10. How many ones did you know?
Well, teacher, I think it's a five.
It's a 5. Okay, which is good because these are advanced expressions. So let's say that the video let you learn, okay, new ones. Okay, very good, excellent. Okay, I'm gonna just ask to Valerie Gutierrez. Valerie, and what about you? Talking about from 1 to 10 and giving me like an average about how many ones finally you could recognize on the video. Be honest, from 1 to 10, how many ones did you already know?
Six or seven.
All of them? Really, Valerie?
I think so.
Wow, you knew all the expressions here? My gosh, congratulations. I'm very amazed because, wow, for me, some of them are totally new, okay, in the class, okay. In the video, I could recognize, but wow, amazing. That is very, very good. Okay, so I had a 10, which is amazing. Okay, very good. Miguel Angel, Miguel, what about you? From 1 to 10, how many expression of this video you could recognize? Give me an average, Miguel, from 1 to 10. Ah, teacher, I knew all of them. Or teacher, there were some of them that I hadn't seen before. Or all of them were familiar. Tell me the truth, Miguel. Let's see what Miguel tells me. Maybe Miguel is off. Okay, very good, Juana. This is a very good question for you, Juana. Okay, Juana, looking all the expression and the conversation related, okay, and all the information on the video, tell me how many ones actually you knew, or there were some of them that you could finally learn. Wow. Juana, you're talking seriously? Wow, amazing. Guys, can you see teacher because I keep watching Netflix? Uh, that says that teacher is telling the truth. That just goes to show that I'm totally right. Yeah, because when you watch Netflix, okay, it's real informal conversation, and it's just right here when you can realize and see all of it. Okay, Juana, amazing, congratulations. Some problems or issues with the microphone today? Yeah. Okay, good. I'm gonna move on. Okay, excellent. That's totally right. Very good. Laura Lasprilla, Laura, how is it going?
Everything is going very good, teacher.
And tell me something. You keep watching Netflix all the time as well?
Yes.
Wow. But tell me and be honest. Do you keep watching Netflix all the time, but in English?
Not exactly in English.
All right, but actually, some programs are in English. Do you have any interaction with English by means of Netflix, especially when you watch programs, maybe?
Yes, sometimes when I watch movies, I prefer watching it in the original language.
That's right, the original language and the subtitles maybe in English, okay? Never in Spanish. If you gotta read something, okay, just put them, okay, on English because my gosh, okay, you can understand a whole movie and expressions. Okay, good. Okay, but tell me something, Laura. How many ones, okay, could you learn from this list and video? Being totally honest.
I think the majority. There are like one or two sentences, expressions that I didn't recognize, but
All
I
right.
think I knew them.
Oh, wow. My gosh. That's good for you. Okay. For example, in Juana's case, a teacher, I've known most of them. Okay. But you say, teacher, to be honest, okay, lots of them are new. Wow. Good. What is the idea? Do what I said. Okay. Try to learn them by heart because exactly as Juana mentioned, and that is totally right. Okay. Real conversation, this is the way as a real conversation flow. And the idea is, hey, maybe it's not gonna be like in the books, okay? Because this kind of English is not the one that you learn when you start studying English. So basic conversation, these are very advanced expressions. Okay, good. Excellent, guys. Okay. Guys, today we have two things. If we have enough time, we are going to finish them all. Okay, so I'm going to start very quickly showing you what is pending for today. We've got a video, and the video is about weather. Okay, right now, guys, I don't know if you've seen, okay, what's going on Greenland. Okay, but my gosh, guys, the Earth, the planet is going through a very extreme weather change. I mean, the climate. And it's about the time to take things seriously because many people, lots of people know that something is happening. Yes, but you know what? Nobody seems to be interested in doing something to change the situation. So the planet is dying, nature is telling us, and we can perceive it in many events related to weather all around the world. But we just keep talking about it, because we keep watching that kind of news on television all the time. But what's going on? What happened when we are so exposed to reality because of media? Because it's just to turn on television and we are be connected with reality all over seas. All right, so what's going on? Why even when I've got the information to do something and start making a change, I decide just not to do anything? That's very a good topic, and it's a good topic of discussion because maybe we are gonna reach, we are gonna get a moment when maybe things are or can be changed, and that's gonna be maybe too late for all of us to start thinking that maybe we should have done something. All right, so think about it, guys. So we are gonna just talk about this, and the idea is we are gonna watch this video with all this information.
The planet's climate has constantly been changing over thousands of years. The global average temperature today is about 15 degrees centigrade. Scientists are worried that the planet is warming faster than ever before. The 20 warmest years on record have been in the past 22 years, according to the World Meteorological Organization. If this trend continues, temperatures may rise by 3 to 5 degrees centigrade by 2100. Scientists say we should try and stop this trend and not allow the average global temperature to rise more than 1.5 degrees. That even a 2 degrees centigrade rise would be bad for us all. Now, half a degree doesn't sound like much, but it could make a big difference to the planet. A 2 degrees centigrade rise would mean that all the coral reefs would disappear, but a 1.5 degrees centigrade rise means that there would still be some. Also, 18% of the insects on Earth will disappear if the temperature goes up by 2 degrees centigrade, compared to 6% disappearing at 1.5 degrees centigrade. 37% of people will be affected by dangerous heat waves at 2 degrees centigrade. That's twice the number compared to at a 1.5 degrees centigrade rise. Whether it's coral reefs, crops, floods, or the survival of species, scientists say everyone and everything is far better off in a world that limits the rise to 1.5 degrees centigrade. So what can we do? Scientists say that carbon will have to be sucked out of the air by machines and stored underground, and that these devices exist already. They also say that billions of trees will have to be planted. People should buy less meat. Of all the foods we eat, beef has the biggest impact on climate change because it produces a high amount of greenhouse gases. Also, someone suggested not buying new clothes too often because the fashion industry is a major source of the greenhouse gases that are overheating the planet. And of course, using transport that doesn't burn fossil fuels, like electric cars. It's even better to walk or ride a bike.
Wow, guys, I don't know. What do you think? Okay, for me, this is very interesting. Now, scientists are very terrified because of the weather change. Now they are watching, paying careful attention and they have discovered now how fast the poles are melting down. They can see many advertised warnings that nature sends to human hurricanes, tornadoes, storm, electrical, lots of eruptions, many things that the planet tells us, but we seems not to pay attention. There are many things right now. Scientists are very concerned because if the weather just change 2 degrees, the whole planet is gonna be in a craziness. 2 degrees only to have a different planet and to be living a totally different life. Okay, there are some recommendations on the video that I would like just to talk to you and just see what you think. Okay, for example, I'm gonna start asking, okay, to one of you guys. Okay, please raise hands if you wanna express your opinion at any time. Okay, every time that you wanna say something, it doesn't matter what exactly that could be, just say it. Teacher is gonna be just here, very attentive. All right, guys. My first question to all of you is why, when we are so advanced, why, when right now we've got the technology, why, when now we have all the information, why all these problems are being happening to our planet for the last years. Why? Why we've got almost 20 years talking seriously about the climate change. Now we talk about the greenhouse effect. We talk about the global warming. Those things are no secrets. And my question is why? When we've got the technology? Why? When we are so advanced and intelligent humans? Why? When maybe we've got the information about all the things that we are doing? Why this is happening? Okay, that's my question for you, Juana. You tell me, Juana, why? Don't you think it's crazy, Juana, that being so smart, with all the technology, with all the information on our cell phones, television, radio, internet, everywhere. Why, Juana? Why we are watching, we are seeing the planet dying, and we don't do anything? What is your opinion? Good, good. This is a very nice point to talk, guys. All right, Juana, just tell me what's your opinion about this? What is your opinion about the situation? Hey, you've got the information, you've got technology, you are intelligent as a human to understand, okay? But instead of that, we are in serious, serious problems with our environment. Why? Juana, why? Why do you think that happened? All right. In the meantime, Juana, finally it's back. Juana, please be back soon. Okay, I'm gonna talk to somebody different. Laura, tell me something, Laura. Why? What is your opinion? Why you watch these things on television everywhere? And why the planet is dying before our eyes and we don't do anything? I mean, talking about humans, what happened for you? What do you think is the situation?
Basically, it's all humans' fault. They don't want to us that the planet is dying. They just want to let the planet die because they were like, oh yeah, this is not happening to me. This is a problem to another person. This is not my problem, and they let the planet die.
Very good. And tell me something, Laura. You you who can see the whole picture because you are intelligent, because you use and understand about technology, because you are totally exposed to the information about how to take care of the planet and what kind of things you can actually do to save the planet. So my question for you is basically, Laura, what do you usually do to save the planet? What is your part? What do you do? For example,
Well, right now I like creating, yes, like a product to help the environment with a friend, and basically this reduce the impact of pollution of plastic bags, and I think that is going to work. I hope that.
yeah, very good. Excellent, Laura. And that is a good way. Okay, guys, let me tell you. There is something that maybe is not gonna sound good for you, but uh, when we are talking about plastic bags, now all the attention is on plastic. But you know what is amazing, guys? That people don't stop producing, okay, fuel, oil, and every time that you produce gasoline, okay, you destroy the planet. Wow. And many times people want to cover the reality, and now everything is related to plastic, but people don't talk anything about the petroleum companies, and all the damage that they cause to the environment, guys, because it's amazing. We've got right now technology. We've got right now technology not to use gasoline. I mean, not to use normal cars. I mean, fuel cars. No, we've got the technology now, okay, to use only electrical cars. What happened? Why don't most of the people use electrical cars? Why not? What is the problem? There is a controversy, guys, talking about that because the people who produce, okay, the oil, they are the people in power and they control many things and sometimes limit and avoid people to use any other, energies, sources. But now we are so slave from gasoline that we need gasoline to live our lives. Guys, right now, at present time, if we hadn't, if we hadn't gasoline, we just get crazy. We don't realize because not necessarily you gotta be in a car, okay, just to understand the problem. No, okay, it's because all the society, all the factory, all the economical engine, okay, is based off black gold that everybody knows is petroleum. Very good. Juana Toro say, teacher, cause people maybe are not conscious about power or the power that they have. And people all time want more and more things and more power and just destroy everything. Because actually people are not thinking, Juana, long time term. When you think at a long time term, you're gonna understand that your inheritance, what you're gonna leave to your children, what you're gonna leave to them, okay, actually, obviously it's your savings and money and all the things that maybe you can get, but what actually you're gonna give to your future generations? A destroyed planet? What is the point about to be millionaire when the planet is totally destroyed? Can you imagine in 50 years when there won't be animals in Africa? So there won't be any more safaris. Nobody will see again a rhino, or nobody will see again a real elephant just because they are extinguished. And that's why, you know why. And we are here. Okay, now you can see many animals at the zoo, but in the future, You won't see any of those because they will be extinguished. Why? Because people are not thinking about long term or long time term. Okay, it's like one thing. They only think about what they are doing at the moment. If this moment I can destroy a whole mountain because I'm gonna extract all the gold and the minerals because that is gonna make me rich. But I don't think that the river, the brooks, and all the nature around is gonna be destroyed. I don't care. I need to be millionaire. Okay, if I gotta cut down 1,000,000 trees, I'm gonna cut down 1,000,000 trees. If I gotta destroy rivers, poisons them, you know, just to put lots of very dangerous chemical products into the water and cause many health problems to the population that lives around the area, I don't care. I need money. That's the problem. When we don't think collectively, when we only think, okay, in only one direction, and that direction aims at me. It's me, the person who's gonna be, you know, or is gonna get the benefit. And you see, and if you think that way, guys, how you're gonna change the situation when we are gonna experience a change? Okay, that's gonna be very, very difficult. Okay, excellent, Juana. Okay, I think you are totally right because so many times gotta be. If you wanna be the beneficiary, I mean the person who get that, okay, guys, is the planet, and the planet is not only you. You know, the planet is everybody's house. And many times, guys, people don't understand what you do here in Armenia with a river. Okay, that is something that people is gonna experience in many other places all around Colombia. People who maybe take water from that river, and maybe you don't think about this. And people live very, very far and in different cities, but the river or rivers are flowing throughout our national territory. And many times, guys, that is why many people are sick, and sometimes people don't know why, and it's because they are drinking from the water, and that water is poisonous. That water is terrible, you know. And yeah, Juana's right. We are not thinking about what is convenient for all of us. Okay, that's very, very good. Okay, to think. Excellent. Okay, guys, I'm gonna move it on. Wow, amazing. That is just very good. There is another thing that I would like to ask you about the video, because the video is gonna give you ideas. Okay, I'm gonna ask this to Johan Manuel Molina. Johan, what is the solution not to use gasoline in our planet? For example, you're gonna give us an alternative energy or power resource. For example, we don't have more gasoline, and we need, okay, to use computers, to use electrical connections in our house. You know, we need a light post on the street. We need to live our normal life right now, but let's suppose that we don't have gasoline in our planet. It's hypothetical situation, but we are thinking. Joan Manuel, there's no gasoline. What is your solution to live a normal life with no gasoline?
Teacher, how do you say solar energy?
Yeah, that is solar energy. Ah,
Yes?
very good. Solar energy. That is interesting. If the planet is getting warm, why not to use? Why not to use that power from the sun? Okay, just to give electricity to everything. Okay, solar energy. That is a clean power resource. Mm, Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, Johan, why not? Okay, very, very good. Johan, I'm going to tell you something because now that you mentioned electrical power, and especially from the sun using solar energy, my question is, do you know that it's necessary to buy all the things and they are very expensive? Okay, the problem right now with solar energy is if you want to have solar energy in your house, it's very expensive. Nowadays, Johan, in the United States, that is a very common custom that all Americans are getting. If you go to the United States right now, there are whole neighborhoods with solar energy, And then you say, wow, amazing. Yes, because they understand, okay, that in the long term, they need to use solar panels, okay, at their houses, okay. Maybe because, yes, American people can spend, okay, that amount of money. But for example, for Colombian people, if you want to have your house with, solar panels and all that, you need to have a lot of money, okay? But maybe you're gonna start, saving the planet, okay, which is good. Johan, that's very good. Johan, tell me something. Have you got that kind of technology maybe in your house? Because some people's got, for example, one electrical lamp. For example, nowadays you can go to an electrical place here in Armenia, hardware electrical place, and you can buy a lamp that is solar energy lamp. Okay. My question is, Johan, do you have any product item in your house that maybe is solar power? Maybe.
No, teacher.
All right. Can you see? We need to start doing something, Johan. All right. Very good. That is why I tell you we need to start doing something because maybe you don't see that, but what you do, maybe you're not gonna think that is gonna cause a very huge impact on the world, and that is the problem because you don't understand that you may or you made part of the change. If you think this way and Kevin think this way and Valerie and you and me and everybody, we are gonna be not only one, and we are not gonna be only 1 million. No, we are gonna be billions thinking this way, and maybe a change is gonna come up. Okay, yeah, that's very good. Okay, there is another thing that I would like to ask. And Valerie, this question is for you. Valerie, no gasoline in the planet, no gasoline. What is for you an alternative way to reach or produce energy and not to use gasoline? For example, for Johan is solar energy. What is yours? What do you think we can do, Valerie?
Promote uh, the electric cars, no?
Electric cars. Okay, so batteries. Okay, but you know what is the
Yes.
problem, Valerie? The other day I was watching a program on Discovery Channel, and on Discovery Channel, the program was mentioning that to produce a battery, all the chemical, all the things, and they are very difficult to be recycled, very, and they are very harmful for the planet. And I was like, and sometimes people never mention that, but that is the reality behind those things. Okay, behind technology, guys, there are many. You don't imagine all the chemicals that humans need to produce a laptop, a computer. And guys, the impact that to extract these products out of the earth cause to the planet. We only buy the computer and that's it. What is the problem? I need a computer. And maybe that one is old, the other is old, and this is gonna be my third computer. Because there are people that got 2, 3 laptops. I know them, you know? And so many times, guys, the battery, especially the batteries that feed our computers, those ones are a real problem for the environment. Because to recycle them, that's a big, big deal. And it's not so easy. Okay, but that's good, Valerie. Electrical cars, but
Teacher, I have a question.
make it.
The solar energy, how does work in the night? Because I don't, I don't have an idea.
You don't have idea about the use of solar or electrical energy
The solar energy, but in the night.
at night. Yeah,
Yes.
because yeah, at night. That is alternative ways. I'm just thinking. I don't know what to think because after watching some programs and understanding what is the issue, for example, with batteries and everything, you start thinking, my gosh, what's going on? Why is so hard to produce clean energy? Clean. That is another. Very good, Valerie. Excellent. Very good. Laura, tell me something. No, Fernay. Welcome to the class, Fernay. Let's suppose that in the planet, no more gasoline, man, because, hey, no more. It's impossible, or we run out of our gasoline. No more gasoline in the planet. And we need to go on living normally. So, no gasoline. Valerie is a teacher. Electrical energy, electrical cars. Excellent. Johan Manuel say, teacher, we can use solar energy. Good. Ferney, what another way to produce energy maybe you think that humans can do to avoid gasoline?
Okay, I think the electricity energy, but this is produced by nuclear energy because I think the nuclear energy is the most clean, the most friendly with the environment.
Hey, Ferney, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. teacher keeps watching a lot of programs, okay, about this because I'm very, very concerned about this. Nuclear energy. Oosh. What a nice topic, man. Johan, tell me, buddy, tell me.
Teacher, the nuclear energy is good, but it's very dangerous.
Yeah.
Every place in the world have problem with this, and I don't know what happened in Colombia. The person started using nuclear energy. This is a crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I'm going to show you something, guys. I'm going to show you because this is a very important thing to talk. And for me, is this. Guys, this is Chernobyl. This is Chernobyl. Maybe you've heard about Chernobyl before. This happened in 1986. I was a boy when the nuclear reactor blew up, burst, blasted, and kill thousand and thousand people. And not only that, guys, because at the moment the explosion killed, but after months and months, many people, not only in Chernobyl, because Chernobyl is in Russia, not only in Chernobyl, but many people around Europe die because of the radioactive cloud, a very, very dangerous cloud, okay, travel around Europe and kill many, many people. And that is a problem with nuclear power. The problem is if you don't control this technology well, you're gonna be in problems. Renee, tell it to me, boy. Tell it to me. Very good.
Teacher, I think now on 2021 we can to have a full control about nuclear energy, because now we have the technology, the necessary technology to do that. We can't to talk about Chernobyl or about Hiroshima, because in this moment, in this year, where the humanity don't have technology.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe you are right. Maybe you are right. But remember another, I'm not talking about Chernobyl. Let's talk about the problem with the tsunami that impact Japan no long time ago. Do you remember what happened in Japan? Okay, with the nuclear reactors, they just blast, and that was in 2011. In 2011, okay, many people experienced nuclear accident in Fukushima nuclear plant, and that happened because of the tsunami. And people had the technology, but people never imagined that the tsunami was going to impact, okay, the cost of Japan. And remember that three nuclear plants explode, and people had the technology. But when we are talking about the planet and natural disasters, it's very hard to predict, okay, that or to say that we have all the control on the technology, because hey, is there, guys, when we can see that we are weak before the power of nature. And it doesn't matter how much technology many times humans got, so many times it's impossible to do things against at nature, or to avoid sometimes that nature, challenge us, okay, constantly, every day. Okay, excellent, guys, excellent, Fernay, excellent, Johan. But there is another thing, Fernay, that I would like to talk to you. Okay, and what is that, Fernay? Is what is cool in English, the thing that you use, the leftovers, the leftovers. When we are talking about that, we are talking about the dumping of nuclear waste. Okay, that is very good. If you say nuclear waste, okay, we are talking about all the chemicals that result, okay, after the process. When we are talking about nuclear power plants, the chemicals are radioactive. So when we are talking about the nuclear waste, think about this, Fernay. And guys, we have to think about this. What happened with the waste? The result. That is so radioactive that humans are putting those products inside mountains, stocking and stocking up, okay, because we just can't recycle that. And listen, guys, you know what is incredible about radioactive products? That they can last forever, thousand of years. Generation after generation. What happened with Chernobyl? Okay, no plants. Many animals, many things die completely for many years, because of the impact of radioactivity. That's crazy. But that is very, very good. Thank you, Fernay. Very good. Guys, I'm gonna just say something else. On the video, there was something that called drew my attention powerfully. And it's something that I would like to tell you. Did you know that a very incredible, huge percent of the pollution that human produce is just because the production of cattle? Yes, cattle is destroying the planet. Teacher, what are you talking about cattle? Cattle is bulls and cows, animals that humans use to eat. If you pay attention on the video, they say that very or one of the best ideas to stop. Destroying the planet at the moment is to stop our meat consumption. All right, I'm gonna start asking you guys about this. Kevin Robbie. Kevin, do you like hamburgers?
Yeah, I do, but unfortunately, they are not really good to the environment.
All right, and tell me something. Would you be ready? Could you be ready to stop eating meat to save the planet, Kevin?
Yes, and actually, I have thinking of that, but I plan on doing it when I'm independent.
All right. So what you are thinking is become a vegetarian and stop eating meat.
Yeah,
Wow, you are brave. You are brave. I admire your point of view. Incredible, amazing. Wow. Oh my gosh, man. Yes, he's amazing. Okay, interesting. Juan Esteban Maldonado. Juan Esteban, did you hear Kevin? My question is exactly the same for you. Okay, to help the planet, how much are you ready to do? How much are you ready to sacrifice? Juan Esteban Maldonado, would you stop eating completely meat just to save the planet? That is a very good question. Juan Esteban, are you ready? Or Valentina, if any of you are ready, guys, I'm gonna listen to you. Are you ready to stop eating meat just because you understand the importance about to save the planet? My gosh, Kevin say, yes, teacher, I'm ready. And I'm start thinking about this seriously some time ago. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, Miguel Angel. Miguel, are you around? Miguel, are you around?
Yeah, teacher. Yeah.
Miguel, tell me something. Would you be ready? Would you be ready to stop definitely eating meat to save the planet? No burgers, no hot dogs, nothing like that?
No, teacher. No, no, no. Never, never.
Thank you. Thank you for being honest. Because if you ask me that, I'm going to say, teacher, what the hell? Never, ever. Guys, my guys, sometimes I think about this seriously. You know, yes, I understand that cattle is a main problem. But not to eat a burger, not to eat any chicken, any of those things for me is pretty hard. I don't know if I'm ready to do that. Valerie, what about you? Valerie, would you stop eating meat definitely in your life just to save the planet?
No, teacher, I can't. I I don't like so much the meat, but I love fish. I love chicken, so it's difficult.
Yeah, it's difficult. I understand. That is what I tell you guys. It's the problem. If we don't make sacrifices for the planet, we are not going to have a house, okay, for our future generations, or even we are going to experience many difficulties, okay, just because of it. Because we are not going to make sacrifices. I think exactly the same as Miguel. I think exactly the same as Valerie. If you ask me, could you stop eating meat? No, I don't know. Okay, maybe meat, but what about fish? What about chicken? What about other different kind of meat? Pork, for example. Oh, delicious. I don't know. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. That is why I asked you guys, are you ready? Okay, Laura, tell me something. What about you? Would you make this sacrifice? Laura, would you make this sacrifice, Laura? Not to eat any more meat just because it's necessary to save the planet?
Yes, teacher.
Laura, really? Wow. Amazing. Amazing. So next time When your mother give you a very nice, fine stick, think about the planet and say, Mom, you know what? I'm not gonna eat that juicy, delicious piece of a steak, Mom, because of the planet. All right. I don't know. For me, that's not gonna work. Okay. I don't know if that's gonna work for me. Okay, but that is good. Excellent, guys. Very good. Juana, teacher, I could look for protein supplements just to save the planet because this is to solve something that really affect us. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so and you know what, Juana and guys, I love to go to the gym, hit the gym, and there is something that is very well known, even because I take any supplements. Okay, many times just a glass of soy or whey. I say it's whey protein. I'm gonna write it down on the chat. Is whey protein. Okay, only one scoop 25 grams, only 25 grams, one scoop of that protein shaking is gonna give you exactly the same amount, listen to me, of protein that if you eat a piece of meat. Can you imagine that, guys? Can you imagine that that's true? Yeah, but you know what is the problem? That doesn't taste like meat. That is the problem. It's just protein, you know? But yeah, Juana, that is totally right. There is another thing that I just wrote down. Did you know, guys, that fashion world, when we talk about fashion, is cell phones, clothes, shoes, everything that we use to look better or to make oneself look better. My question is, guys, how much would you sacrifice talking about fashion? For example, I'm gonna start asking this to Ferney. Ferney, what do you think? For you is easy, just or maybe it's not a big sacrifice fashion. What about cell phones, shoes, and jackets and all that? Would you live with little cloth and with the same cell phone for several years just to make the sacrifice?
Okay, I think about food. I continue to eat chicken, continue to eat fish and meat. I think that because the industry is the main source of pollution.
That's correct. That's
Be-
totally correct.
because if the governments have the ability to stop global warming, but they don't do it because their friends lose money. For example, Ilion Industry, bueno, la industria del petróleo,
Yeah,
is the most important source to the pollution.
that's right. And look at what Juana mentioned. And now Fernando and Juana say, yeah, but we need to make these things because we're going to destroy everything. And the problem is if we benefit a very few group of people because they are in power, because they are the millionaire, because we don't want to affect their interest, what is the problem? Okay, the planet is not only theirs. The planet is everybody's. And what is the problem? Everybody's gonna experience the problem. Okay, that's right. And tell me something, Fernay, what about talking about technology and cloud? Would you make sacrifices talking about technology and fashion?
Yeah, about technology, I think that because the source is industry and fashion too.
Yeah, that's correct. It's hard, guys, because so many times, especially we are very incredible consumers, totally technology consumers, fashion consumer, all the time. What we can see on television, in social media, everything is related to publicity. even when you turn on the television to watch programs, okay, you can see that there are lots of announcements on television or even on internet. When you are on Facebook, lots of publicity, and it's especially because people is trying to sell products and products. All right, so many times it's hard. Okay, yeah, Valerie, that is the problem. We are consumers, and that is like a sickness that is eating our society because we want more. And sometimes, guys, not to say most of the time, we need more than actually we need. And that is the problem. When we start collecting things that we don't need, just because of fashion, just because with that I show power, status. I can show people that I'm important because I've got money, and I can show that I've got money because all the things that I can buy and show. Okay, that's right, Fernay. Industry is the main source of pollution. I'm totally in agreement. Okay, and there are many things, guys. Amazing class today. I made you talk, and that is actually what I really pursue all the time, guys. Amazing. So, teacher is gonna tell you thank you for your attention, willingness, and participation. Excellent class, guys, and hopefully I'm gonna see you in our next encounter, guys. Bye-bye. Take care. Juan Esteban, please talk next time. Miguel, see you, my friend. Juana, Laura, Kevin, Johan, Manuel, Valerie, and Fernay. See you guys. Take care and spend an incredible evening. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye, teacher. Thank
Bye,
you.
teacher.